Guys, welcome to Irish Footy Vlogs, and this is the after-match reaction to Dundalk's 2-1 home defeat against Molde in the Europa League Group B fixture. I started off with Dundalk starting 11. Gary Rogers was in goal, Sean Gannon right back, Darragh Leahy left back. The centre-backs were Daniel Cleary and Brian Gartland. In the middle of the park, Chris Shields anchored the midfield. Sean Murray flanked him along with Greg Sloggett. Michael Duffy was out wide with Mountney, which was a bit of a surprise, and Houben was up top. Bit surprised by Mountney starting this game, to be honest with you, because I thought in the preview I kind of said it would be Kolovic or Kelly, and likely to be Kolovic, but clearly management seen something in the game. Maybe they felt Molde were a bit of a threat from that side in terms of, you know, attacking prowess and that kind of thing. Overall, guys, it was a strange game. I predicted 2-1 actually to Molde, didn't I? Just after thinking of that now, it just came to my head. I did predict 2-1 to Molde. But no, it was a strange game overall. Dundalk were fine in the first half. I thought they did well in the first half. They seemed to cause issues down the flanks for Molde. Leahy and Gannon had a lot of the ball. You know, Duffy was involved and Mountney was involved as well. In fact, Sean Murray gave them the lead from a Mountney cross. It was a nice little deft header into the net. Just before that as well, Dundalk actually bundled the ball into the back of the net, but it was a foul, and in fairness, I do think it was a foul. But you know, Molde were happy enough for me to let Dundalk have the ball, and they looked like a team that either underestimated the challenge slightly or were just sussing Dundalk out a little bit. Dundalk definitely deserved to go in at half time 1-0 up. As I said, that Sean Murray header in 35 minutes gave them the lead. But they took the lead after 35 minutes after being pretty much the better side up to that point. Last 5-6 minutes or so of the half, I was a little concerned. Molde up the tempo, and suddenly as well, you know, pretty much after Dundalk scored. That was a worry going into the second half for me. And that kind of, that worry came out to be true, essentially, into the second half because, you know, Molde, they pressed early on. They were causing issues. There was a few little half chances in that. I just felt Dundalk were being penned back, getting jittery. It's hard to know if the Molde manager said anything. Of course, he said something at half time, but it's hard to know if anything he said helped half time, because I felt in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the half, pretty much since Dundalk scored, that Molde had already changed gears. So, you know, the second half was a continuation from that, to be honest with you. I think also there was a case of Dundalk now suddenly were 1-0 up, and suddenly they had something to hang on to and they had something to lose in this match too. It was no surprise, to be fair, when Molde equalised. Hussein in 61 minutes. May have got a nick off Gannon before it went in, but it was coming. There was a few little half chances, a few little scrambles in the box. There was a kind of a shot from a Molde player that hit off a Molde player and just went over the top before that as well. It was coming. It was coming. I think the disappointing thing for Dundalk would have been the concession of the penalty in 72 minutes rather. And, you know, Gannon, for me it is a penalty, but I don't think he has to make the challenge. I think there's enough players around. If Molde score from that situation, it's a case of so be it. But Gannon knows if he's going in for that challenge that there's a 90% chance he's conceding a penalty, and he did concede a penalty. You know, Molde tucked it away to go 2-1 up. So they'd be disappointed with how they let Molde go ahead in this game. After that, they made a few subs, actually. You know, just before, funnily enough, they brought off Sloggett and brought on McElhenney. It didn't make much of an impact for Dundalk. They made a few late subs as well. Macmillan came on and Boyle came on to change the system a little bit. But for me, after that goal, Molde's second goal, Molde had no interest really in getting the third. You know, they kind of they were content. I wouldn't say they sat on it necessarily, but their gears dropped slightly after getting the second. They were content. And it kind of petered out a little bit for me. I thought the game petered out a bit. I don't think Dundalk really got any chances. They got a few crosses into the box and that kind of thing near the end of the game. But it petered out for me. It was a strange game. It was a strange game, I have to say. A disappointing result in the end for Dundalk. But that said, an expected result, to be fair. I mean, you look at the likes of Molde, you look at the Norwegian, I've said this before, you look at the Norwegian leagues, say the Danish and Swedish league, those Scandinavian type leagues, and they're the leagues that our league has to kind of aspire to, forget about your La Liga and Premiership and all them kind of leagues, but, you know, the Norwegians and the Swedes and the Danes, they all like their Premiership football, they all like their German football, whatever. But, they're with the right support, I believe that our league, with the right support, which is crucial though, can get to those kind of levels, or at least near those kind of levels of resources and stadiums that they have in those leagues. But, in fairness, Dundalk, I know they've been backed by a bit of money, but I still think they've punched brilliantly above their weight in the last 7 years or so, roughly, and in Europe particularly. If they got anything out of this game, it would have been a fantastic result. But at the same time, Molde weren't at their best, I would suggest, in this game. So from that point of view, it'd be a little disappointing from Dundalk that it was a game that probably could have got something out of on the day, if I'm honest with you. But once they got that first goal and Molde changed the gears a little bit, Dundalk couldn't go with them that extra mile, to be fair. And, unfortunately, they miss out on the 3 points. Interestingly, in the other game in the group, Rapid Vienna were beaten 2-1 by Arsenal. I believe Vienna took the lead in that game, guys. David Luiz, I believe, equalised for Arsenal, and Aubameyang came off the bench to give Arsenal the win there. Interesting, because obviously Dundalk go to Arsenal next, which I'll be doing a preview there. And Arsenal kind of played a half and half team tonight. I expect them to do the same. They played Dundalk. Look, they just have to go to the Emirates, give it a go, and you never know what can happen. But obviously Arsenal have favourites for that. But interesting that they did struggle to get over Vienna tonight. So guys, that's about it. If you liked the video, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video. And I'll see you again, guys, for plenty of videos. Myself and Keem Mentor did something interesting this Saturday. It's a bit of a laugh, really, but if you want to follow us on Instagram at about 3 o'clock, Irish Footy Vlogs on Instagram, I'll be tuning in to watch Drogheda and Wexford, and he'll be tuning in to watch Galway and Bray, which are massive games in the first division, and the title actually could be decided on the afternoon. So tune in for that, guys, and I'll see you later.